March of 2026. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button. I will have a donations link in the description box below. Keep in mind this one I'll resonate with all of y'all. So what's going on for the current energy? Current energy check-in for today. All right, so we have the Three of Wands, the Ace of Swords reverse, Justice reverse, Ten of Swords reverse, Libra energy, King of Swords. All right, so this is involving a legality situation here. Someone keeps on relentlessly making the wrong decision. We're trying to oppress a lot of lies with the Justice of the Ace of Swords reverse. That's like someone that has been playing victim through a situation that has been relentlessly committing an injustice. Don't want this exposed because they don't want all this to go back off on them. Message to Earth reverse. Queen of Hearts reverse. Yeah, someone trying to play victim. This is not no victim. Devil reverse. They're not being abused. The devil is in reverse. The devil upright will represent abuse. It's in reverse. These individuals keep on continuously trying to play victim when it comes to a situation. And there's multiple parties involved. And I'm getting all these individuals that are connected to one another because the devil could represent a chain reaction because they do have chains on that card. That would be a chain of bondage. But this give me the vibes of people being linked to one another that's connected to this justice reverse. This also represents false witnesses. This give me the vibes of the US 18 code 201. There's a lot of that going on with this situation. It's the US code 201. Y'all may not know what that is, but that's the thing of bribes, jurors, and witnesses, false witnesses. So these individuals that are being called to testify with a situation have been seen or being seen to be there's a lot of bribery here. They're not going to win this situation. Temperate traverse, they're not going to win this injustice. This King of Swords is an authority figure. That's an analyzer. Tower reverse. They don't want these lies to surface with the Ace of Swords, Justice, and the Tower reverse. They don't want these lies to surface because it's going to get them caught up. Because if the lies was to surface, then this is going to cause this injustice to end. It's going to end no matter what these individuals want or what they're trying to perceive things to be. It's going to end whether they fucking like it or not. These lies will come up to the surface because of a King of Swords. This could be someone that's in the Department of Justice that's analyzing someone's civil rights violations. Someone's having a civil rights violated due to an injustice being done against them with a lot of lies. This local system ain't holding up the citizens' fucking justice like they supposed to. So now the DOJ is going to have to get involved and correct this issue. Stupid fucking shit, man. These individuals need to get called up already. Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, this is an illegal business being ran. For people to play victim, where this could be something involving feminism. The DOJ may be investigating a group of females that are relentlessly targeting men. They fail to realize that the 14th Amendment is equal due process. That means everybody of all races, all gender, deserves to be treated fairly and equally. It's equal due process under the 14th Amendment. That's a federal constitutional protected rights that you have. 14th Amendment. Now, when it comes to this situation, it's not all these individuals, it's just the ones that are connected to some feminism here. They're seeing a trace of itself, a pattern of feminism being done. And these individuals inside of here are working with these individuals to destroy men with the situation. Hmm. They're gonna get their ass caught by the DOJ. Watch, I promise you. They're gonna run this fucking business, and they got a female leader that's behind this, that's working inside of here, that's making sure that this goes against innocent people. There's a female leader that they're looking into that's supposed to be in charge of investigations, right? To provide victims with services. This individual's on an investigation by the DOJ. Five of Cups reverse and the Knight of Swords reverse. This is a criminal running these fraudulent investigations. That's why. Anybody that's connected to this business that is accumulating currency off of committing fraud will go down. They got this female figured out. She thinks that she's somebody, but she's really not. They got her ass figured out. With the King of Swords, they know exactly what she's running. With his Ten of Pentacles reverse, she's gonna face a major lawsuit too. I'm getting the DOJ is suing the hell out of an official for doing this to someone, for doing this to several people to have their civil rights violated. Oh, so you know what this is connected to? There's multiple parties that has been done dirty by a situation involving legalities. So you know what that's gonna better to prove? The Title 34 USC Section 12601 pattern and practice because it's not isolated. This is other people that has had their civil rights violated of a pattern and practice of official misconduct with the justice reversed. People being wrongfully accused and attempted malicious prosecution. They're not finding the right individuals guilty. This is rigged this way. With the Ten of Pentacles reverse, the DOJ is catching some major errors in regards to a system here abusing their power relentlessly. And this gonna go back off on a female that's sitting in there thinking that she's gonna manipulate things this way. They're gonna hold her ass accountable. They don't want these lies to surface because they want to continue to scam, commit get rich quick schemes, and to launder this currency with extorting unlawful. Like this is collection. This is unlawful debt collection. Hold on, let me pull this up. Hold on a minute. They could be getting found guilty for unlawful debt connection or collection. That's what I mean. Unlawful debt collection. Let me go pull that title and section up real quick. Yeah, you think you're gonna run the scheming business, huh? Nah, no, 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 no. You ain't getting by the DOJ with this one. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. They don't flag this female. Her ass is getting caught. And anybody else that's connected to this, that's helping this individual, you're going down right along with them, bro. You ain't got help from nobody. These individuals ain't taking this lightly, what's being done. There's a lot of people that's had their civil rights violated under Title 34 USC Section 12601, and they can indeed file a civil, something about a civil suit here. They can file lawsuits against individuals when it comes to these situations that violating that pattern of practice or having that pattern of practice done to violate that title and section. They can indeed go through a lawsuit. This female will be sued, and anybody else that's running this, that's connected to that title and section of unlawful debt because it's considered extortion. It's under the hold on. It's also under the 18 USC 1962 RICO racketeering charges. That's another thing they could be getting charged under the 18 USC section 1962. They also have it unlawful debt as defined under the 18 USC 1961. 6. As debt incurred through illegal gambling or insurance lending at least twice the enforceable rate. That's not what I'm really looking for. But it's definitely connected to the 18 US Code 1962. It's racketeering activity. through collection of unlawful okay, so that's what it is. It's under the 18 U.S. Code 1962, prohibited activities of RICO racketeering. It's a racketeering business here. Yes, this is connected to extortion, fraud, money laundering, embezzlement. There's a lot of things that's connected into this with its Ten of Pentacles reverse. There's an institution being seen to be committing major fraud here, but this is going to go back off on the main ones that thinks that they are a leader to this situation. Ain't none of these individuals a victim with the devil reverse. They're not being abused. No, they're not. They're abusing the system here with the justice reverse. And this individual inside of this institution is being seen to be taking advantage of their position to run this activity with the Ten of Pentacles reverse. Because they think that they somebody. Bro, don't this individual not realize that they're about to lead everybody to their downfall that's inside of here? This is about to be a public loss this individual's about to take because of doing this to someone. Yes, this is indeed connected to smear campaigns too, like a certain group chat. This is connected to some illegal racketeer activity involving a neighborhood watch group that's in disguise as organized crime, committing organized crime. Illegal Fourth Amendment violation being done from individuals inside of here. Fourth Amendment violations of your right to privacy, infringing upon that, conducting unreasonable searches on people. And these individuals that are in disguise as a neighborhood watch group in this situation are being seen to be participating in illegal activity with the Ten of Pentacles reverse. These individuals are being seen to be committing major trafficking violations, not traffic violations to where it's like the street signs. We're talking about trafficking violations connected to human trafficking. This is also a lot of illegal activities occurring in a public setting with the Ten of Pentacles reverse. That's what that's connected to. These individuals are being seen like there's an investigation taking place. These individuals are being seen to be engaging in unlawful acts with the Six of Wands reverse to troll and to smear someone and to mob someone in a public setting. There's a lot of illegal mobbing, extremism activity with the Six of Wands reverse and the Ten of Pentacles reverse. Extremism activity. And these individuals that's supposed to be inside of here to make sure people are protected are being seen as the main ones that's behind leading this group with its Ten of Pentacles reverse. This has been identified that these individuals are connected to these individuals with the justice reverse. And this is what they want to continue to run and operate and all to continue with this cycle here. Because once the truth comes out at how this is a bunch of lies about somebody, then this activity is going to better to be stopped. But that's the main reason why the DOJ is getting involved so it can be stopped because you're not going to continue to violate the citizens' civil rights. They don't know who the fuck you think you are working inside this system, but there's federal titles, codes, and sections that you will abide by. There's also U.S. Supreme rulings that bind these type of practices right here that conflict with the U.S. Supreme rulings. You're not going to sit there and conduct an illegal business while you're in an authority figure. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not going to run an illegal business. There's also a lot of illicit activities connected to this too. Hold on. So this is what's taking place with this situation. Hold on. There we go. So yeah, this is what's taking place with this situation. A hell of a lot of lies are being exposed. The King of Swords give me the vibes of several of DOJ people, Department of Justice people. They have their ties on, their suits on. This is someone that would get on a microphone and address this, and you will see the emblem in the background. You will see the Department of Justice emblem in the background with the American flag in the background. I'm seeing that all in this card right here. That could be their tie, how they wear their tie, and that's them speaking on a microphone. And what's happening with this situation is these individuals that are working inside of here are going through a public scandal, financial scandal with the Ten of Pentacles reverse. They get caught, bro. So there's one of them that's not going to continue to let somebody's civil rights be violated that way. Clarify this reading. Why am I channeling the DOJ's energy? That they're involved with a situation to stop all of this. That's the truth. The star cards. So some of you, this could have been your biggest wish fulfillment. You could have been praying or wishing for these individuals to step in to intervene. You're gonna get your wish fulfillment because they are. Because they are. The star card's all about wish fulfillment. The biggest wish fulfillment. It's like a miracle happening. They are. Yes, they are, bro. Some of you gonna get your wish fulfillment. You could be Aquarius feminine or masculine. You're gonna get your wish fulfillment. They are. They are indeed involved, bro. And this is a positive sign for them to actually get involved because it's going to better to bring a lot of healing to you to where you could heal from this injustice. Clarify that. Look at that. The fool, because you was found to be innocent. Both cards represent innocence. Two major arcanas in the upright position. You was found to be innocent. Some of you could indeed be Aquarius feminine. You could be Aquarius feminine that may be lacking a lot of financial support, or you may be dealing with an injustice involving finances. You're not getting the right amount of payments for what you do for your job with its Ten of Pentacles reverse. Because it's also being seen that these individuals are doing something to a public figure. The DOJ has spotted a major error when it comes to public figures being screwed with when it comes to their currency. That's also connected to this. Like there's multiple illegal activities that are being ran from a specific person that is accumulating all this currency here with the Ten of Pentacles reverse, and what they're doing is illegal. They're being seen to be stealing a hell of a lot of money from a public figure with the star card. But there's other things that are being done to this energy that's connected to this and what these individuals keep on doing. This right here, they're going. I'm getting something very significant about a lawsuit with the Ten of Pentacles reverse. The lovers reverse. This can have something to do with your ex-lover that you don't have anything to do with. Gemini energy. Don't have to be a Gemini or an Aquarius. Yeah, you got the right people involved now. This business is not going to continue. This is going to go under. This is going to go under. They're going to tank this business all the way down, bro. I'll tell you, they're going to bring this shit all the way down. With the Ten of Swords reverse, they ain't controlling a damn thing. So this is a positive sign for the DOJ to be involved. They're going to better to bring you the proper justice, which you're well deserving of. And these individuals that has been committing this activity against you are being sued too. Give me a closing message. So they're going to make sure that an illegal business or what these individuals are running is going to tank. They're going to tank that illegal business, meaning it's going to go under. This also going to rid a problem of your ex trying to cause you problems. An ex of yours cause you problems. They know about that too. Because this ex of yours is connected to people in this crooked ass system with this justice reverse. They was able to identify that too with a pattern. Favoritism. Nothing but conflict of interest. That's all right, but you got the right people on your side, what it looks like. Since they want to have their little group of people, you got people that's going to step in and do the right thing and actually bring you the proper justice, what you're well deserving of. Because of all these violations are being seen to be infringing upon your civil rights and other people's civil rights, and violating something that you do for your job involving you missing or not getting the right amount of currency at what you do for your job. Close a message. Look, the star showing itself again, Aquarius energy. The father reverse. Hey, look, so this is coming back out of how innocent people are being lied on. Like there could be great dads out there that are being lied on. So this right here could be a message for the men that's being falsely accused. The DOJ has your back. You're not a toxic father figure. And if somebody try to lie to try to say that you was an abusive stepfather or a father figure, you wasn't. You was being lied on about that repetitively. This is all connected to these delays. They're going to get their karma. The full reverse. This is stupid. What these individuals have been doing, and they're going to be stopped too. Three of Pentacle reverse. They're going to face their karma. The devil reverse again. They're not going to be able to control shit with all these lies. This is actually going to tank their business underneath. With the Wheel of Fortune reverse, they're going to get their karma. Everything of what you had to go through all this time with all this misinformation, they're also being charged and found guilty of the violation of Title 18, USC Section 241 of oppression here. Oppressive forces trying to oppress you, trying to relentlessly get in the way to silence you with the Ace of Swords reverse. With this activity being done to you in order to try to oppress your rights and your freedom. Oh, they ain't controlling nothing, bro. These individuals got power over these people. Two of Cups reverse. Yeah, they was manipulating conversations about someone that you have no contact with the Two of Cups reverse. You wasn't talking to this person. There was conversations that was repetitively being manipulated. Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles reverse, Six of Wands reverse again. There was also something being done on a public platform involving a social media influencer that was having to go through a lot of hatred, smear campaign, hatred. This is trolling. This could be a bunch of bot accounts trolling someone on social media. Knight of Pentacles, Six of Swords reverse. This person obviously thinks that this is going to go in their favor. There's a Queen of Pentacles somewhere that thinks that this is going to go in their favor. No, it's not. No, it's not. This individual is getting caught for lying about children with the Message of Earth reverse, Nine of Swords reverse, and the King of Swords reverse. Yeah, this person's being found guilty for attempted malicious prosecution on someone. As a prosecutor, that could be being held accountable too. That could be taking a downfall with the Six of Wands reverse. There's a local prosecutor somewhere that's being seen to be attempting to maliciously prosecute someone based off of something that a female has originally been doing to, could be a social media influencer, a public figure. This is all based off of nothing but fabrication. With the Message of Earth reverse, trying to get someone to appear as if they're an abuser, if they're in contact with this person, or if this individual is a threat to this female and they're not. This female is a threat to this masculine, along with the people that has provided her assistance to try to destroy this guy. Yeah, this is all exposed. They think that they got people on their side. This fortune right here is in reverse. It's all surrounding this Queen of Pentacles energy. This could be resonating with a Capricorn or a Taurus feminine. Not a good energy surrounding this energy right here. Not good. Y'all hold on a minute. There's nothing good that's gonna come out the situation. I promise you. It's gonna get a prosecutor called up too. I'm gonna tell you for what. Attempted malicious prosecution with nothing but fabrication. This female is trying to accuse that somebody that they was with was abusive, but yet they're not. This individual is being seen to be connected to a cycle to have this individual's rights abused with crooked officials. And they're refusing to hold these corrupt officials accountable. And also including this person right here. They're refusing to hold them accountable. That's what the DOJ got evidence on. That's all right because all these individuals that's connected to this Queen of Pentacles energy, they're all gonna go down with this individual. All of them. Every fucking last one of them. You don't want to sit there and hold the right person accountable? Okay, well, y'all can all go down then. You think you got connections. You ain't got connections over the Department of Justice. Tell you that right now. That's on a federal level, dude. Federal. You know what federal is? It's higher than this jurisdiction. These crimes that has been committed upon this person is outside these authority figures' jurisdiction to start with. It's a federal jurisdiction. That means the FBI got jurisdiction to investigate along with the DOJ. They have the authority to prosecute. Nah, you better get that straight. Some of us out there know about the law. We know a lot about it. And to these arrogant individuals, these egotistical pricks that be doing shit like this, the main thing of why they keep on thinking that they're invincible, because you ain't never been held accountable a day in your life. But karma's coming. With that Wheel of Fortune reverse, karma's coming. External level forces will hold you accountable. I'm going to tell you why they're holding you accountable. Because this has been investigated to obtain tangible proof of evidence to prove what kind of activity you involved in. Under the 18 USC section 1962, I want to say. And also going to be able to verify and validate the Title 34 USC section 12601, pattern and practice of official misconduct. Then it's also connected to that. You remember how I channeled earlier fabrication with that message to Earth reverse? That's a page of Pinnacle reverse. So if these individuals using fake pages involving children, that right there is going to be connected to the Title 18 USC section 242, deprivation of rights on a color law violation. Cards of advice. Or give me one last final closing message. This system ain't never had the DOJ show up to them. That's why they keep on doing what they're doing. It's going to take one time for them to show up. One time. What's the final closing message? Look, Ace of Swords. The Hierophant. Okay, so this is a higher up institution that does things by the rule book. These individuals actually do things the right way and not corrupt at all. With the Hierophant, Message of air. This is give me the vibes of surveillance. And I'm gonna tell you how they're doing that with a legitimate court order because there's tangible proof of enough probable cause to conduct that. So that right there is gonna be able to prove they do things by once again proper procedures and they follow proper orders with the Hierophant card. King of Water reverse. Bro, I know how to read these energies like it ain't nothing. I don't know what it is. It's just the way that the energy, when you intuitive, bro, you're gonna be able to read the energy. And that right there is gonna back up why they do things by the rule book. Y'all hear how I just explained that? Some of us know the law, bro. People out there, they may be freaked out when you start explaining federal law. It's like, well, how you know that? That's for them to wonder. Maybe if you wouldn't be committing crimes, you wouldn't have nothing to be concerned about, overly concerned about. That's the way I look at it. Because there's this overly concerned energy, like, man, does he work for them or do these individuals work for them? Why are they questioning that if they didn't have anything to hide? Patient man reverse. That's all on them, bro. It's like it, the energy that I get from that is it's a guilty projection. Why are they so concerned with someone knowing federal law, federal titles, codes, and sections? Why are they overly concerned? I can feel the energy. Why are they overly concerned about that? It's because they know they're guilty for committing multiple amount of crimes that violates that jurisdiction. That's why. You ain't getting over on me, bro. I know exactly what's going on. I don't have to say it 24/7. Trust me, I keep a dialogue and I keep track of records of what's going on in my situation. I know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Patient man, reverse it. I'm not gonna sit there and be arrogant about it. I don't know everything, but when it comes to learning things from experience, I learned it from the wisdom that was obtained from being wise throughout my years with learning. This is a learning experience. Of course, I don't know everything, but when it comes to my specific situation, I was able to learn and catch on fast because it's a God given gift that was already deeply ingrained within me, that was passed down to me through my spiritual inheritance to know about federal knowledge, federal wisdom, and federal law. I love that with a passion. So, anyways, patient man reversed the Pisces energy. So, we have Taurus, Pisces energy, Seven of Pentacles reverse. The Father reverse is coming up again. Someone's being protected due to them being accused to be an unfit father figure, but they're not. Somebody's trying to control that. The Father reverse can also represent someone that's not in this energy, trying to control the narrative when this individual in reality is the abuser that's trying to control the narrative. When in reality, this person that's a father figure that's not a bad daddy at all. Look at that. Someone's trying to cause trouble. Bro, they try to get this individual to appear as if like this is some nasty shit here, or what someone has been doing relentlessly. This is all about fraud here. With the Knight of Cups reverse, this can also be connected to romance scamming. Someone try to get someone to appear as if they was talking to someone through some messages. Something very significant about messages or scamming. Seven of Pentacles is in reverse. Someone's being seen to be irresponsible with finances too. This can actually be a father figure that's not the legitimate father figure that's the good person. This right here is an abusive father figure that may be an authority figure that's being seen to be highly irresponsible. They're seeing that this individual is engaging in activities in order to be promoted. This individual is being investigated for a very fast promotion to a specific position. With this Knight of Pentacles being in reverse, usually that would represent the pinnacle with the circle, and they got that star in the middle, right? That would be a pinnacle. They could be looking into a city marshal. Some about a city marshal has drawn the DOJ's attention upon them. I'm getting that from the energy that I'm feeling from the cards, and it's something very significant about that symbolism that resonates with that. Don't you know that's the first time I channeled that through my tarot career? I remember every single read that I've been doing ever since 2020. Yeah. Since I first started my channel, I remember every single reading that I channel, that I read on. I may not know all the information, but I remember what I see. That hasn't ever came up through one of my readings. I remember I did in fact channel one reading, a couple readings, U.S. Marshals, but this the first time I channel the city. You could go back and watch literally all my videos. You're not going to hear me say anything about the city marshal. That's the first time I channeled that. Six of Cups reverse, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, look at that. Seven of Swords energy. The End in reverse, Ten of Cups reverse, and the Five of Pentacles. They could be looking at a Pisces male or Aries male. With this Patient Man reverse, and you have the Seven of Swords right here. There's something that's also taking place with a lot of things going on here, a lot of troublemaking. It's like these individuals have been manipulating a narrative for a long time with the Patient Man reverse, and it's been continuing with this unlawful acts of a lot of scamming and deceptive energy with manipulating things. This right here is going to better to prove that in the past, someone was on a fake page using someone's profile picture and all to commit some type of illegal act. And this is going to go back off on a possibly an Aries man or a Pisces male in the past here involving children. That's connected to someone's ex. Because someone was using a fake page or doing something relentlessly. It's also been seen that the wrong like there's an individual that is inside of a marriage sham with the Ten of Cups reverse. There's something very significant about marriage sham that's coming out. Something that was being done involving marriage sham. In reality, someone that is married has been doing something extremely corrupt and inappropriate that's connected to that Ten of Hearts reverse. This give me the vibes of a fast proposal. Okay, so someone proposed to someone and gotten a marriage way too quickly with the Ten of Cups reverse. In reality, this is who this individual is that's been doing something. And they're trying to manipulate the narrative to try to get somebody else to look bad. But in reality, this is someone that is a father, but also a stepfather to youngins that are not really his own. With his King of Water reverse and the Knight of Water reverse. So this individual is definitely in a marriage here with the Ten of Water reverse. And this has been manipulated with a situation involving this other person's ex from this other person's past here with the Six of Cups reverse. And currently, what's being seen, something about someone trying, like someone has ranked up way too fast, was promoted way too quickly. That's drawing a lot of suspicions to a specific person here that could resonate with a Pisces man or Aries man. That's who their attention is on right now with the message of air energy. Why would the attention be on this guy? Because of a King of Pentacles. Because of a King of Pentacles. Okay, so this is another authority figure. A King of Pentacles. Could be fitting the description of a Capricorn male. Clarify that. The Fool. Something about a club here with the this clubs. The Fool card, even though it's the Fool card, this give me the vibes like something to do with a club or something. Even though this is not black and white right here, this right here is giving me the vibes of a checker pattern. Oh, so they was able to identify where this is really like where these activities are really being ran from, huh? It's King of Pentacles energy. Could be somebody that's part of a secret society with a checker pattern thing in the middle. Could be a Mason, huh? The Four of Fire. This is definitely someone that's connected to FOP energy and masonry. Go ahead and get the cards of advice. Some of you out there don't know what FOP means. It means fraternal police order. And if you really look into the symbolism of that, you're gonna see it right there in plain sight. They're supposed to keep certain things secretive, right? When it comes to that handshake, why is it right there on the symbolism? It's right there in plain sight. What's the cards of advice for this person? The Ace of Swords reverse, Queen of Swords reverse, the Father reverse. Again, this card keeps coming up in reverse. Queen of Pentacles reverse, the Hierophant reverse again. Well, not again like that, but this card's been coming out repetitively in reverse. Message of Fire reverse, Three of Cups, King of Hearts reverse. Look at all these reversals with these court cards. Three of Pentacles, the Lovers, Four of Wands reverse, the High Priestess reverse, Message of Water, the Tower. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about nothing. Some of you may have a family member protecting you and has done a damn good job at leading these individuals to their downfall. It's like while these individuals are trying to cause problems for you, you got one of your family members sitting there tricking all these individuals and leading them to their downfall covertly. Because they're gonna take family over these individuals. You got a family member out there that really loves you and cares about you. That could be a cousin of yours. That's been sitting there snaking these individuals and getting all kind of information out of them and may have had to sacrifice a lot of things that they may not be proud of. But this is in order to help break a generational curse off your bloodline. Mhm. Your family has, some there's like a some witchcraft that may run through it, but this is gonna better to break that off of this with the Ten of Hearts energy. They may have had to get involved with their wicked side to be two-faced energy. They may have had to be two-faced, but they know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. They could use their power for evil means too. Then they're gonna fucking sit there and lie on you and trick this individual into going against their own family member. This individual laughing in their face with that wicked look at them. They got a wicked look in their eyes. Look at that. As I say, yeah, got y'all fool. Think you gonna mess with one of their family members and yet just let them sit there and suffer alone? Mm. If some of you haven't been hearing from one of your family members, that's actually a good sign with the Three of Cups energy, because they're sitting there laughing in these individuals' face because they know what's about to happen to them. Some of you could have a family member that's a covert fed. You ain't gonna know about it though. They ain't gonna show you no credentials. I'm telling you, you ain't gonna know nothing about it though. They're not gonna sit there and disclose that information. You know what I'm saying? Some I'm getting that very heavily. Yeah, you may have somebody in your family that's covert that you don't know nothing about. You know nothing about that. Damn, bro. Ooh. Do they want to continue with that? Now that's something for these individuals to think about because they don't know who the fuck your family is. Apparently, yeah, they got their little family. They don't know what you about, what your family's about. You got some powerful people in your family. I'm getting the vibes that someone may have to do something else, like a regular job, but on the other side of that, they may have had a job at being a Fed. They could be undercover FBI agent, bro. You wouldn't even know about it. You wouldn't know. Accept the things that are the unknown and just go with the flow. That's how I feel about it. I wouldn't sit there and question it. I wouldn't even sit there and get reads on because it ain't gonna come up through a read either. Is what I'm getting. It's gonna be nothing but mixed energy because this is God's way of stopping these individuals to make them think about what the fuck they're doing, who they keep on coming up against like this. They keep on trying to hurt somebody, especially if this is a public figure, someone that's a gifted individual with that star card. These individuals better be putting their thinking caps on and realizing that these individuals don't know who your family is or what's really taking place behind the scenes because they think they powerful, but they really not. And no, that's not gonna resonate with people that think they could just do anything they want because they got family in the FBI and stuff. No, no. You have been doing the right thing. You haven't been committing no crime, but these individuals have no knowledge or no none of that, no information on any of that. If you do have a relative in there, that's very high ranked or could be in the undercover, like on the force of the undercover. That could be undercover FBI agent. These individuals wouldn't know about that. It's not gonna come up on the search either. You think that they obviously gonna sit there and use their real name? Even with their real name, that's another thing what I'm getting, it's still not gonna come up on a background check. No, it ain't. They gotta go through a lot of bro, they gotta go through jump through hoops and have to go through a hell of a lot of hell to get that information because it's not gonna be provided. It's not gonna come up on a background check. They can run their license all the hell they want. It ain't gonna come up. It's not. It's private information. Let these individuals keep on messing with somebody that they think don't have anybody on their side. It turns out right here with this 10 of hearts energy, you got people in your family, brother, that's extremely powerful, but they could be wicked themselves and bring these pieces of shit down because of who they are. They ain't seen shit yet. They think that they witches and warlocks. These individuals that keep on doing this shit to you, they think they're a witch and a warlock. Well, they could carry their witch and warlock asses to federal penitentiary. With the help of your with the help of one of your undercover relatives that ain't gonna take this shit from these individuals. And they sat there and knew exactly how to get inside these individuals' head too. Bro, I'm also getting that some of you may have had a relative that could have had to sacrifice a lot of things, but I'm getting they could have been protected if they ever did anything physically with one of these individuals that was trying to cause you harm. They they was protected. I'm not gonna get into specific details, but they made sure that they was protected. And this person had a recorder on them. They was documenting all that down. They was wearing a wire. This one of your relatives here, they was wearing a wire because they're undercover. They was wearing a wire. If some of you out there has felt like your family has turned their back on you, that's an illusion. That right there confused these individuals and made them feel as if they ain't got nobody on your side. Therefore, they could get caught with doing shit to you. That's how this is playing out. Mhm. That's the illusion. You have a lot of individuals in your family on your side with a 10 of hearts energy because of who you are. Like I said, these individuals think they got their family. They think that they wicked. Want to come up against you with this witch and warlock energy. They think that they wicked. They don't know who your family is, apparently. And your family could be two-faced, bro. They could be reckless with this energy right here. But I'm gonna tell you why. It's only whenever one of the relatives gets harmed. There's something being done to where you being harmed that way. Someone is sitting back with that look on their face as I say, "Oh yeah, watch what they're gonna do. They're gonna pull a quick one on these individuals." Sitting back watching all these individuals try to swarm around you, and yet sitting there acting like they're on these individuals' side to come up against you, while sitting there setting the biggest trap and manipulating the fuck out of these individuals. Like I said before, do these individuals are they not aware that this could be a undercover? People want to question, well, where they at? Well, who's protecting you? You never know. It could be somebody in your family. Somebody in your family. Can't just come right out and say it. So the cards of advice is don't worry about nothing. This all about the sky ain't falling. With the tile reverse, the sky ain't falling. There's nothing to worry about. All you have to do is be quiet right now with the Ace of Sword reverse. Be quiet and celebrate in silence with the Three of Cups. Some of you may be guided to celebrate on a telepathic level. It's like there's a celebration here. All you got to do is just be quiet right now. That's all about don't tell nobody what you know. With the Three of Cups, don't tell nobody what you know. It's also not the right time and yet to associate with someone, but there's a celebration right there with the Three of Cups. I'm telling you, it's time for you to love yourself right now with the Lover's card. It's time for you to love yourself, to appreciate yourself, to appreciate how far you really came with this situation, and to appreciate at how hard this is going to backfire on these individuals that has had you disapprove from a community. While sitting there thinking that one of couple of your family members is going to sit there and betray you. Yeah, okay. Hmm. Let them keep it up. Like I said, you got powerful people in your family. Why am I getting that energy? Temperature reverse. Why am I getting that energy is because somebody's been relentlessly trying to throw your energy off with the temperature reverse. Yep. These individuals could be mean. Yeah, bro. With the temperature reverse, they could be mean. Five of Cups. Apparently, some of you got family that care about you, that love you. But it may seem as if they're not doing nothing about it or not sitting there conversate with you. It's not the right time to speak to you with the Ace of Sword reverse. It's not the right time, and I'm getting that very heavily. But something is close by to a celebration with the Three of Cups. It's just not the right time just yet. So why don't this individual have anything to be concerned about or worried about with the Tower reverse? Yeah, that's the end to your word. If some of you out there was stressed out or concerned, you ain't got shit to be concerned about. Trying to have you concerned about what? About that undercover though. You know what I'm saying? So they need to be concerned about one of your family members being around these individuals and thinking that they getting somewhere. That's what they need to fucking be concerned about. Because you ain't gonna get betrayed. That's why. Because these individuals that's trying to play victim ain't gonna be able to play victim because they're not a victim to the shit that they have been creating for you. Look, Three of Pentacles, this gonna work against them. Look at that Ace of Swords reverse again. Because they're getting exposed for their lie. Oh, they're caught. Look, they're caught for lying. I'm also getting some of these individuals getting caught for lying under oath, committing perjury, and doing shady shit for their job. Oh, look at that. Justice. Justice. Uh-huh. You getting justice. It's going in your favor. Six of Wands. Look, the psychic reverse. Pisces energy. These individuals haven't been listening to their intuition to chill out. We're trying to do shady things to you, and all the secrets are going to get exposed. That's all about the high priestess reverse. That means secrets are getting exposed. You're going to be able to walk away. Look, something is working in your favor. Three of Wands. Wheel of Fortune reverse, because all the delays that you have had to go through with nothing but misinformation. But you're going to get a victory still over that. Look, these individuals are refusing to change this pattern, what they keep on doing. This is something that was brought to these individuals' awareness. Like, they're continuing to go along with this fucking pattern of this bullshit lie. Exactly. It's showing itself again. It's showing itself again. You ain't got to worry about nothing. They're caught, bro. Seven of Swords reverse. They could be getting caught this week with doing this. It's close by. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Even though the towers are reversed, it's close by. They're already caught and unmasked for lying on you with the Ace of Swords reversed. Ain't none of these individuals a fucking victim. Ain't none of them a victim, lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't a victim. Ain't none of them a victim. Liars. Oh, liars, bro. Lie after lie after lie after fucking lie. Yeah, they can lie. That's like, damn, bro, they proud of that, ain't they? Yeah, they can lie. You know what I'm saying? Come up with another lie. You know what I'm saying? And then you got somebody behind the scenes sitting there snaking them and lying straight to their face and pulling all kind of information out of them to where they could use it against them. Like I said, bro, they want to be snakes. Well, guess what? They got snakes around them also. Good. That's why you ain't got nothing to worry about, because they keep on doing the same cycle, bro. They keep lying, like they keep on continuing with the same activity. This is drawing the Department of Justice attention upon them, what I'm getting. That's like, nope, ain't none of these individuals a victim. No, they're not. They're watching straight towards this. Look, they're looking straight towards these individuals. They know what these individuals are doing, I'm telling you. They know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. hmm It's also been confirmed to them what you do for your job. If you're a social media influencer, this right here has been verified to them that this is how you make your money. These individuals are being seen to be lying on you when it comes to finances too. Trying to accuse you of doing inappropriate things for finances. This has also been looked into. These individuals are caught, bro. Ten of Swords reverse. They're fucking liars. With the Ace of Swords reverse again. Caught in all their lies. Ain't none of them a fucking victim. Oh, they're also getting caught. Someone could be getting caught for having a conversation with you when it comes to like a catfishing account or something. They catching that too. Somebody that's not supposed to have any contact with you could be hiding through someone else's identity and could have stole someone else's identity and could be trying to have a conversation with you. I would stop engaging if some of you will resonate with this, but you got these individuals that are on to that. They're watching this because they got enough probable cause to protect you from that. Somebody's gonna get caught using someone's profile picture, and oh, there's a lot of things here, bro. Someone could be trying to pretend to be a Scorpio feminine or a Pisces feminine when they're really not. This is someone using this individual's identity. This could be on social media. With this Queen of Hearts reverse, this ain't really no Scorpio female or a Pisces feminine. Someone's using their identity is what it looks like. Whatever this is connected to involving that, this right here has gotten exposed with the Seven of Swords reverse. It's getting caught. It's getting caught. And whoever is trying to play victim that's a female, they're gonna get their ass caught up too with the Seven of Swords reverse. They're gonna get caught too. This is a feminine energy in reverse, but this is a wicked energy in reverse. They're gonna get caught. This individual hasn't been listening to their intuition either with the psychic card being in reverse. That means they're not trusting in their intuition to stop doing something sneaky and deceptive. Seven of Swords in reverse. That means they're not only getting caught, all these secrets that's pertaining to all these lies are also getting exposed. But this is going to backfire. I'm getting that this going to backfire on the feminine very heavily. Nah, they do have legitimate Earth Angel feminines out there. Okay? They don't do none of this bullshit. They got some of them that go to tarot in order to have their feelings validated when it comes to their situations, when it comes to people trying to cause harm to them. But this is someone that's on the opposite side of that. This is a karmic energy. This is someone who is not learning their lessons to stop. Okay? You have Earth Angel masculines out there, you have Earth Angel feminines out there. This is not no Earth Angel feminine, which can represent this is not a good person. This is someone who taps in a lot of dark energy with the High Priestess reverse. They do a lot of things in order to deceive people with the Seven of Swords reverse. And it's like all they do is they're a cheater, a liar, a thief. And they like to sit there and play victim as if this is what's being done to them, but yet at the same time, this is what they're doing to other people. But yet trying to blend in as a victim that way they could confuse people. Ain't nobody confused, but there's several individuals that's connected to this energy that has been doing that. They know who the real deal is, bro. I'm telling you. They know exactly who the real deal are. They know who is faking sympathy or not faking sympathy, but they know who is faking being in a harsh situation. They're paying attention to that. They know who is trying to cry wolf, basically. Like I said, bro, ain't none of these individuals went through this Ten of Swords energy. None of them. None of them. They're not a victim. They're not a victim, and these individuals in that justice energy got information on that to prove they're not a victim because of what they have been connected to and been getting away with for a long time. With the Seven of Swords reverse. Ain't no fucking victim. How is a victim going to be sitting there stealing shit, committing theft? Could be identity theft, stealing, lying, sitting there trying to get an innocent person in trouble with the crimes of what this individual is committing. How are they a victim? They're not. They're a liar. This would be the same individual put their hands on somebody, and when they get pushed down or slapped in their face, they didn't want to sit there and fucking scream and holler and pull the victim card. But yet, when the officials show up, they question what happens. She goes her ass to jail. Bro, they don't play that shit. People are not playing in these times. They're not. I'm telling you right now, they're going to show up. They're going to ask both parties what happened, what went down. And when they find out that this individual's put their hands on this man and he defended himself out of self defense, she's going to get arrested for it. It was self defense. This is one of these individuals right here. That's part of all this. They like to provoke and provoke and provoke. They act too much of a man for their own good. And yet, whenever they get their ass put in their place, they want to scream and holler to the officials and lie on people and commit perjury and lie on the oath because they can't get their fucking way. Well, that's just too damn bad, ain't it? But I give a fuck about that. People are going to learn that when you're losing, they're going to learn to take a loss because cheating the system, you ain't never going to win. Because they got federal titles, sections, and codes. And people that are aware, that are analyzers, that provide the real victims with services that they're well deserving of, like this person that has been targeted through this situation. You may not be able to see the protection upon them, but that's exactly why they're sitting there accumulating evidence to prove what these wicked individuals keep on doing. Of course, you're not going to see the blue jackets right then and there. You're not going to see the raid jackets. You're not going to see federal agents at that individual's house because it's going to make it obvious, okay, well, they're there. Sometimes this requires a covert ghost operation to take place where nobody knows nothing. Nobody knows what's going on. And to the ones that's overly concerned about that, oh, well, why they got a plane in the sky? Are you committing a crime? If you ain't committing a crime, you ain't got shit to worry about. When I see one of their planes in the sky, I feel protected. That right there should tell you something because you should be able to use your level of discernment. They could be sitting there conducting certain operations to protect people, but yet people want to sit there and get the wrong impression about it. If you're not committing any crime, you ain't got shit to worry about now, do you? That's how I feel about it. You should appreciate when you see certain activity like that because they're not there to harm you. Some of that is being done in order to protect someone from harm. And they have their own way of doing things. It don't have to be that way either. But I'm just saying, these individuals get overly paranoid and scared because they see a plane in the sky. Okay, well, whoop de do. It's a fucking plane. The plane obviously ain't circling somebody. Just because you see that don't mean nothing. Now, we're not talking about aircraft harassment because this has not nothing to do with aircraft harassment. If you happen to see a plane just doing their job, going wherever they're going, and not doing circles or continuously flying over you to make it obvious, you ain't got shit to worry about. Now I can understand that part of it, but when it comes to somebody just flying in the sky, bro, just let them do their job. That's their job. They're not there to bother you. But I know that people that has possibly went through aircraft harassment, that right there could be a trigger for them. But at the same time, coming from someone with experience with that, because I had a problem with a helicopter a long time ago, a blue and white chopper. What you have to do is you have to condition your PTSD to not be alerted by a threat in your surroundings. It's all about neutralizing the threat sensories of the brain that triggered a fight or flight response mechanism. Trust me, this come from it's like it's mainly as if I have a drill sergeant in my mind 24/7 that has conditioned me to not be alerted when it comes to that. This is a normal chopper and this is abnormal what this individual was doing. You have to separate the both of them because not every one of them out there is going to be bad. You have to listen to your intuition and your gut feeling. And trust me, when I felt that uneasy feeling, I knew something was wrong with that chopper. I knew it because of the activity it kept on committing with flying over me repetitively in the open field for no reason. That's what I'm bringing awareness to people that may have been through a situation like that. Then, yeah, you have a right to be concerned, but don't show any fear because it's nothing to be scared of. Now, it is indeed something to be concerned about, but as far as being scared of it, you do not feed situations like that with fear. Even though it may be perceived as a threat to your surroundings, you still have to maintain detachment and a logical viewpoint as to say, okay, well, this is what's going on. You may have an uneasy feeling about it, but at the same time, document it down, but don't feed it with fear. But you have some of these individuals out there that happens to see a plane in the sky, and someone like me is not going to get a bad feeling from the plane. And it's like they sit there and quick to record it and to make up all this nonsense that don't really resonate with what's taking place. Bro, you really don't know it how that plane could have been protecting you from something that you may not be aware of. But yet gotta go and put all kind of misinformation about it. But yet they could be sitting there protecting you. Looks can be deceiving too. Looks could be deceiving. Some people may get freaked out by that, but pay attention to your gut feeling. If you don't feel an uneasy feeling about it, then there's your answer. It means that it's not something bad to be concerned about. That's just an overthinking within the brain. That's the difference between your gut feeling and overthinking. When you feel something heavy in your stomach, bro, and you feel that dropping feeling, that's your gut feeling. That's nothing to do with the fucking mind. Nothing. Therefore, you do have a right to be concerned about what you're seeing. That's the difference between the brain reaction, which could lead to overthinking, and going based off of fear. Now, when you feel that dropping feeling in your stomach and you feel that unsettled feeling in the pit of your stomach, that right there is a sure confirmation that your intuition, which is completely different from overanalyzing or overthinking a situation with the brain. Pay attention to that. When you feel this feeling, that pulling sensation or a sinking feeling, that right there is coming from your intuition. That's a physical sensation within your gut. That has not a damn thing to do with your mind. And your mind's going to be able to connect to that and all to verify through a vision. If you do have psychic abilities, you're going to be able to receive a vision, or you're definitely going to be able to receive a lot of information to download what that feeling is pertaining to. And you're going to have a for sure answer. It's going to be just a one answer. You're not going to doubt it. You're not going to sit there and question it. It's just going to be a final answer. That's confirming something to you. Some call it your inner voice, but it's based off of your intuition that picks that up. I've also channeled not too long ago that some of these individuals that was in a higher position, some of the investigators of the FBI was interested in learning about intuition. What that really connects to, like, and how it can make their investigations easier when it comes to their gut feeling, because some of them have that side to them. I mean, everybody has an intuition, but some of them have the psychic side to them. They have a clairvoyant or a clair ability, but they may not be used to tapping into that side, but that could be used in a very powerful way with their investigations. Some of them have a clear side to them. I channeled that before. But it's all about going based off of that gut feeling. But some of them may not be, they may not know how to access that on demand, etc. Like I said, y'all, it's not just in my purpose to read about certain things being violated or calling this karmic energy out. It's more so about healing humanity and causing a transformation to take place, and to help individuals in position of power that do their job the right way. See, me, I resonate with federal law a lot on an intense level. Maybe it's because I work for the divine and serve spiritual law. And spiritual law, that right there, the second law down from that will be federal law. But there's just a lot of things when it comes to advanced levels of forensic analyzation, analyzing things and piecing the pieces of the puzzle together. Because me, I don't like simple things. I like challenges. Things that are very challenging, that can build the analytical skill when it comes to analyzing the details of situations. That's why I resonate with that a lot. And it's not just based on, I mean, it does have a lot to do with the TV shows and how they're able to piece things together. And it may take a good minute, but still, though, I've always found it to be fascinating how they're able to do that. It's like, damn, bro, off a simple tire track, you can sit there and get that, and you can match the threads and all that. And it's like all of that leads up to catching exactly what they was looking for. And it's like that's always been interesting. Well, of course, a Scorpio, that right there is gonna be the detective of the zodiac, because they're gonna get they're gonna get down to the bottom of a situation, whether people like it or not. It's just that probing energy. And that's another reason why they had that saying that they would make great FBI detectives, because they're able to probe, they're able to get into information without even trying. I'm gonna tell you another thing when it comes to this. Like this, just my testimony on this situation. But anyways, y'all, with the read here, this is why you have nothing to worry about or be concerned about. These individuals that's been playing victim is gonna get caught for playing victim and lying under oath and committing perjury with the Ace of Sword reverse. But anyways, what I was saying a few minutes ago about certain things, what I was talking about, this retrograde, I hate these retrogrades. Some about analyzing information. Oh yeah, being able to get down to the bottom of a situation. That's that probing energy. Oh, that's what I want to talk about. Instead of being intimidating in an interrogation room, it's best to create an atmosphere and environment of calmness. Certain pauses. Using certain pauses that the human brain are not going to be able to catch in order to scare the individual. Because when you can have someone feeling comfortable in the presence of you, information will flow freely. Because doing all this slapping hands on the table and trying to get information out of somebody by trying a little too hard, not going to achieve any results out of that. You could get someone to talk without even asking them too much information. Just a simple question. And by you sitting there in silence and showing that you're paying attention and you have compassion enough to hear them out, information will start flowing like that. I'm getting a vision of someone sitting there and they're writing that down like that. I talked a lot about this in one of my other videos about how the psychological parts of the brain works. And they do have a such thing as a dark psychology, like how to get in these individuals' heads in order to get them to be stimulated on a mental level in order to provide information. With me as a Scorpio, man, I know exactly how to do it too. But it's like people want to be intimidated by that. It's like, man, how come you don't work as an interrogator? Because they don't want me to work as an interrogator. They want me to sit there and read cards and read the titles of sections and codes and verify all that, but yet don't want me as an interrogator because they know I'll get down to the bottom of it. You know what I'm saying? I sit there and have them feeling helicopter. They feel like they're in their own house. They feel like they're around their uncle or something. Yeah, check that out. Look, then they get it. Then look, then comes incarceration. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they don't want me as that, but I would make a damn good interrogator, an analyzer, forensic analyzer. I'd be great with the technology on a cyber task force when it comes to technology. Being able to use my psychic abilities and all to obtain certain information with the remote viewing ability side. There's plenty of things I could do, bro, with that multitasking energy. But it's like, who is going to be the one to spot that as I say, man, get this guy to work for us? You know what I'm saying? I just go based off of things that I have from experience when it comes to that. It's just a natural gift. It's a natural gift. I don't resonate with any other law. I only resonate with federal law, y'all. I know they have state law out there, but I just resonate with federal law on a very deep, intense level. I don't know really what it is. I do feel intuitively that it may have something to do with something that's inherently gifted to me through my spiritual DNA of inheritance. That was inherited down to me, passed down to me. I know I had some powerful people in my family. A few of the ancestors are Navy SEALs. That's who provides me with protection the majority of the time. I just say that you protect no matter where you go. You get up, you go out there, you do what you call to do. That's your higher calling, you do it. Sit there and hand me that bullshit. Oh, you tired? You get up off your backside. You go out there. You be yourself. You follow your higher calling. Y'all remember how I said earlier about that mental drill? So it's like I have a mental drill sergeant in the mind. That right there is what keeps me conditioned mentally and spiritually. And a lot of people will say, oh man, you can't be hard on yourself like that. Correction, yes, I can, and I will be. That right there builds character, believe it or not. It builds character, it builds self discipline. And yes, I have a right to be angry, but it's all about channeling that anger into different activities like running out there, go and run. Sit there and channel that anger into different things. But when it comes to things bothering me, I'm not going to sit there and let that shit bottle up. I have a right to be angry and let that shit air out with passion. I have no shame in the actions whenever that happens. If something is continuing to screw with me or trying to balance the energy or trying to do things that way, I have a right to be angry about it. I have that right. Sometimes it's not a reaction. See, this is what people don't understand. Sometimes it's not a reaction. It's things that need to come out. Because me personally, I don't look at it as, oh, well, they're just trying to get a reaction. It's not about a reaction, bro. It's about someone is human. You are a human down here in this earthly realm. You have emotions, you have feelings, and you have things that tend to like, if there's a very tensed up situation that puts you in survival mode, you have every right to fucking lash out, bro. You got multiple individuals that are trying to do a lot of things to you in order to try to get you in that energy. And therefore, that's your survival side kicking in. Yes, I have a survival side. And I'm not going to sit there and really put the blame on the PTSD, but I do have that also. But I know how to keep that under control. But when it gets intense, bro, when someone tries to provoke or tries to do anything to cross lines, my survival side is going to come out. I'm not going to sit there and be a fucking robot to these individuals. I don't know who the fuck you think I am, but I ain't no robot. I'm a human being. I'm here for justice. You understand me? I'm here for justice. I'm here. I may be an intense person. I may have a very powerful aura about me, and a very intense aura about me. That's for a damn good reason. I ain't no fucking robot. You understand me? I'm not no robot. All these other individuals may act like, oh, they don't know who they are or have this robotic energy to them. But if something puts me in survival mode, I am going to fight back, bro. I don't take shit from nobody or no situation. I'm going to fight back. I feel that passion balling within me. I'm going to release that shit through me giving a verbal announcement. I'm going to get that off my chest. I ain't no fucking nice guy. I'm not going to sit there and hold my tongue or be a nice guy. There's no such thing as being nice either. And to the people out there that think that you got to be a people pleaser and be nice to people to be loved, you need to cut that shit out, bro. People are going to like you, love you, hate you, not like you, no matter what you do. It ain't your job to please any motherfucker out there. Even to these ones that may be in a position of power, it's not your job to sit there and be perfect. You be yourself. Because some of them in there are going to appreciate you and respect you for who you are. It's your job to inspire them to be themselves. To not let their position take over them and possess them. Because at the end of the day, guess who they are? Human. They're human at the end of the day. And as I'm on this topic right now, I will say that the times that I was extremely aggravated and agitated, I appreciate the ones that talk to me over the phone that was able to calm me down because that's hard to do. That's hard to do. Before I would get on the phone with them, I'd be really aggravated with my situation. But the ones that was on the phone that knew how to talk to me, to calm me down, that's appreciated. And that is cherished on a very deep, intense level, on the spiritual side. These individuals may not look at it that way, but some of them really don't know the intensity behind my situation, bro. They really don't know the intensity, the harshness, and the cruelty beyond the energy that I was feeling before I even decided to pick up the phone to phone them. As I say, there's a problem. I'm here to address that these titles, sections are being violated. When I spotted this activity earlier, I felt an uneasy feeling in my stomach. Something ain't right. But it's the shit that I'm feeling before I even pick up that phone to phone them. I may not be able to see it physically, but I could damn well feel it, bro. I could feel it on an intense, deep level that something's being done to me to harm me and hurt my fucking freedom. No, I'm not gonna get upset when it comes to like over emotional and stuff like that. I'm talking about the protectiveness, like the survival instinct that kicks in. As I say, you need to protect yourself. You need to get on the phone immediately and to report this. That feeling don't feel good. Something bad is being done to you, and you need to get on the phone immediately. And while I'm feeling that, therefore, it's just an uncomfortable energy. And it's like I wish that I had the authority to get into that information because if I did, I would be able to provide exactly what I called out with my intuition. And I'm gonna tell you who originally that is that guided me to do that. God. And I actually told him too, I said, look, my intuition led me to report that. I may not be able to have no physical information, but trust me, this don't feel good. This is a bad feeling. They may not be able to feel that at the same time that I feel that, but if for some reason they did feel that feeling, therefore it's going to be able to verify and validate to them that, okay, something's wrong. They don't have to have no tangible proof. As long as they feel that feeling, that's all that matters because then it's going to be able to kick in as to say something is wrong. Imagine feeling that every day. Imagine feeling that feeling every day. Imagine when you go out there to travel to the grocery store, you go to the restaurant to get you something to eat. I'm gonna address this to the FBI. Imagine going out there, going to a restaurant or going to the store to go shopping. And the minute you're traveling, imagine feeling that feeling 24/7. And along while you feel that feeling, you got suspicious individuals in your surroundings, and you know what their intentions are toward you. You have a whole group of enemies and threats in your surroundings that you could pick up on an energetic level. You have a well known threat in your surroundings, and you're able to sense that. You're able to channel what they're doing. Imagine feeling that 24/7, that heavy, uncomfortable feeling. That's not a feeling to sit there and to deal with, bro. You cannot make it go away. It's not going to go away until somebody does something about it. Until somebody looks into it and does something about it. It's not going to leave. I'm just saying this for past tense. It's not going to leave. But imagine going through that every day, having to feel that uncomfortable feeling in the pit of your stomach intuitively. To the ones that may know what I'm talking about when it comes to intuition, that gut feeling where you feel that sinking feeling like that, you could feel something is wrong. Imagine feeling that specific feeling 24/7. Every time you get in your vehicle, You start it up and you leave. The minute you get on the road and you go into your destination, you feel something being done to you that brings about that feeling, that heavy gut feeling. Exactly. See, me, I don't have to have the physical, tangible proof. My intuition validates that for me. Now, if I had the authoritative position to conduct certain things when it comes to wiretaps or whatever it may be, if I had the certification and authority on a federal level, then yeah, I would be able to obtain evidence. But that's the main reason why I've had to make contact with these individuals, as to say that, look, if y'all could do this for me, it'd be greatly appreciated. This keeps on bothering me. And I tell them too, whenever they try to ask me, how do you think that? No, this is not thinking. This is intuition. There's a difference. I check them whenever they try to tell me that. I wouldn't be rude to them, but still though, this ain't got nothing to do with the mind. This is a dark, dark, dark intuitive feeling that I'm picking up. Yes, I'm a clairvoyant. I know what's going on in my surroundings. Because you got to be specific to them. And I know a lot of this, whenever they would ask me that, I know that a lot of this had to do with someone being on the other end of that line that they wasn't supposed to be. Sitting there trying to put spell work on these agents, bro. I know about that. I know about that being done to them to try to confuse them and to try to put some type of oppressive force on them on a spiritual level. That would mimic like this gaslight energy, but at the same time, it's like the Most High would neutralize those effects to where they can actually talk to me to calm me down whenever a situation will be upsetting to me. So I do know about that. I don't know if they're aware of it, but I know for a fact that some of these individuals have had oppressive manipulation of spells being done to oppress them. And it would mimic like this. It wouldn't all the way be a gaslight energy as if they don't believe you, but it will put them in the energy to where they wouldn't be able to protect you type of energy. But it's not really like that at all. I'll be a guy to announce that to them that, yeah, these individuals do in fact like to mess around with spell work a lot. They can manipulate how people function. They can get in people's mind and manipulate them. And a lot of it has to do with necromancy. Yes, they can control your mind with necromancy. They don't have to know you physically or be in a physical presence to you. There's some of these individuals, bro, that will be that are involved in dark practices that can do this. That's another reason why God told me don't give up on them individuals. Don't give up on them, son. Because I'm gonna go based off what God tells me, not with my cards. This ain't got nothing to do with divination. It has a lot to do with every time I travel in a public setting and I get that feeling and I notice how they got activity at the same time when I document that down. But I'm unable to obtain information what is being done when it comes to the illegal activity being done right there in plain sight. Even though it's being done within the vehicle, I don't have the probable cause or the physical proof or evidence to prove what's going on inside that vehicle, but I can feel it. I can feel it. I'm able to profile the fuck out of what's going on, bro. I'm telling you, I know when something illegal is being done. I can feel it and I can profile that energy. And it distinguishes it from different other vehicles in the surroundings. That's how I know that there's a problem with that specific vehicle. Just like I told y'all about that helicopter. Whenever I had problems with that one chopper, I was able to identify that there's a problem with this chopper, but other choppers I would see in my surroundings, I wouldn't be alerted by them. That's all based off of that gut feeling. Your intuition is not going to lie, bro. Your intuition is not going to sit there and play around with you. It's going to let you know a for sure answer that, hey, something is wrong. Now, if it's a good intuitive energy, it's going to be a peaceful energy. It's going to be a confirmation of peace. you're gonna feel a sense of peace in your chest. That's good intuition. But when it comes to the bad side of intuition, you're gonna feel that sinking feeling. And yes, if some of you out there question, well, some of the cops got to know where you're at locally that you're intuitive. Of course they do. There's some of them that have admitted to that to my face. They know I have that side to me. I Carrington Male, to be exact, admitted to that. They know I have that side to me. They know I have one hell of a gift. Some of the locals do know that. They may not speak on it, but they told me to my face that they know I have that side to me. But anyways, I'm just going ahead and giving my testimony on what the gut feelings, how uncomfortable that really is to be faced with that. When I've done everything in my power where I'm at locally to get down to the bottom of the situation and to ask individuals if they want to talk about the situation. As I said, that look, we can have a discussion right now, and I deserve to know the truth. I showed up to both organizations, and they could have told me right then and there, and the problem could have been resolved. And I'm gonna let these individuals know one last time, I'm not gonna be sacrificed. I'm not gonna have my freedom unlawfully taken from me, bro. I haven't committed no crime. I haven't violated no law. And I know enough about the law and enough about certain things when it comes to people's rights, Constitution. I'm not gonna be screwed with. Now here lately, like I haven't noticed any activity when it comes to me going out there. This ain't got nothing to do with the present moment right now. It's just what led up to that moment. They had plenty of chances to come forward with information as I say, you know what, look, just disregard all of that. They apologize. Nobody done that because they want to try to make a lie or to try to force a lie upon me. You're not doing that, bro. You got the wrong guy. I have plenty numerous amount of dash cam evidence to prove to counter what was being done to me. But this is something that they don't want to disclose. But at the same time, there's also a U.S. Supreme ruling that forces them to disclose information in regards to smear campaign. I want to say they do have a U.S. Supreme ruling that does. It's like they have to disclose information. There's a certain ruling that ruled that out. But still though, these individuals has tried to do a lot of manipulation. And the thing of it is, I don't communicate with nobody where I'm at. None of them. I don't have a connection. I'm not in a relationship with nobody. I have no connection with nobody around here. Now, every time I go in the store and somebody tells me hello, I'll tell them hello right back. But as far as having an everyday connection with somebody or going out to a ballroom or hanging out with people, you're not going to see that with me. I'm always alone. FBI knows that too. I'm pretty sure they could have covertly watched for a good minute and could have gotten a better understanding of my situation as I say, okay, well, he is alone. That's another thing why I'm not concerned about what these individuals are trying to do. But when I feel that feeling, bro, it's like, uh-uh. They're still trying to do shit to me. I can feel that. When I feel that feeling, I know. I already know. But at the same time, it does make me feel better to know that if they have covertly watched in the physical, then therefore I ain't got nothing to be concerned about. But it's still though, bro, it's that feeling that I get. It's that feeling that I get. Gut feeling's not gonna lie. Your gut feeling's not gonna lie. It's not in the head, bro. It's with your gut. When you feel that sinking feeling, when you get in your vehicle, you traveling, all of a sudden you get that feeling out of nowheres. You need to pay attention, bro. Something's being done to you. That ain't got a damn thing to do with the mind. You can feel that intuitively. You may not be able to see what's being done, but that's your intuition protecting you. I'm gonna go ahead and see if See if the hires believe me when it comes to that. I'm not saying they don't. Do they believe me when it comes to me telling them that whenever I would be traveling, something would be being done to me and I could feel it in my gut area? I may not have physical, tangible proof, but I can feel that being done to me. I'm just curious. 9 of Cups, 4 of Swords reverse, the Hierophant reverse. This is corruption. 9 of Swords, that would be me in the car, Chariot. 3 of Pentacles reverse. Look, the Temperance. It's all about that healing energy. 2 of Swords, the Strength. The Ace of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Tower. 6 of Cups, the Hermit, and the Message of Fire. And the Ace of Swords is at the bottom. That's all about misinformation, lies, deception. But you have corruption right here. And you have the Tower with the Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to go ahead and pull cards to see what was being done to cause that uneasy feeling. What was being done to cause that uneasy feeling whenever I would travel? Like going to the grocery store, the restaurants. Look, Wheel of Fortune reverse. Somebody causing trouble and then committing fraud. Something about a troublemaking energy here in reverse. Yep. The ending. Queen of Hearts reverse. Yeah, I was being betrayed. Exactly. That's all about that targeting energy. Being betrayed. Temperance reverse. Sagittarius energy. King of Hearts reverse. King of Swords reverse. Yeah, these are officials here in reverse. Exactly. Exactly. There's a lot of cruelty being done to me whenever I travel. Officials trying to harm me. Queen of Pentacles reverse. Look, another one in reverse. Exactly. The Star reverse. 10 of Cups. 5 of Swords. That's all about people, bro. There's also something right here with the 5 of Swords and the ending card. These individuals could have possibly been involved in trying to have me M-worded with the 5 of Swords and the Death card being there. This is a very hateful, malicious energy with the 5 of Swords being there. The Chariot again. Knight of Wands reverse. A lot of reckless activity in my surroundings. And the Tower reverse. But this right here could be backfiring. Yep. This is people that mean no good to me. They don't have my best interests at heart. And they're looking to cause ending after ending after ending that's connected to this Wheel of Fortune reverse. People that are very cold, calculated, cruel, a lot of cruelty. 5 of Swords could represent harassment, intimidation, harassment. This is bad, bro. The 10 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. This is definitely a bad thing that's being done. That's what I'm picking up all of my intuition, which once again is gonna be able to verify that. That yeah, these individuals are in the surroundings doing hateful shit to me. With a Queen of Pentacles reverse and a Queen of Cups reverse. Some females in the energy too trying to harm me. Some wicked females trying to harm me. Then you got the officials right here in reverse. Told you. There's several of shit being done to me, bro. That's very toxic and cruel with the Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords energy. Look at these court cards in reverse. You got two females in reverse. Then you have two kings in reverse. This ain't good. This is all connected to this Wheel of Fortune reverse. Told you my intuition be on to it. I can feel shit being done to me. Ten of Swords. And this is who it is right here. Why they coming up in reverse? Go look up the reverse meanings of these cards. You're going to see who these people are that's doing that shit to me. And look up these cards right here. Ten of Swords, Five of Swords, King of Cups reverse, King of Swords reverse, Queen of Pentacles reverse, and Queen of Cups reverse. Go look up them energies and look up this card, Ten of Swords, and the Five of Swords. And combine all that together with who these people are. Therefore, you're going to have a reading. You're going to have a logical explanation of what's being done while I'm able to pick that up and my intuition. You're going to see what these individuals are about. Go look up the logical meanings and combine all these cards together. The reversals, put in a King of Cups reverse. Look up the definition of that on the tarot guide. Look up King of Swords reverse on the tarot guide. Look up the Queen of Pentacles reverse, tarot guide, and Queen of Cups reverse on tarot guide. Scroll all the way down till you come up to the reverse meanings of these cards. Now, when it comes to the Ten of Swords, look that up, the upright meaning. Ten of Swords energy, tarot guide. And look up the Five of Swords energy. Document all that down and combine all of these logical meanings together. You're going to see nothing but cruelty, bro, from these individuals. And it's going to fit a description on who they really are as a person, too. I ain't there to waste nobody's time, bro. When I get on the phone with a Fed to tell them that something serious is being done to me, this is why. This shit needs to be stopped, bro. Especially with these two coming out. Five of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the ending card. Look at that. This is the Five of Swords, Ten of Swords, a Death card. It's not good. And that Temperance reverse all about a bad intuition. Feeling bad energy around you. And you got that right there, proving it with the court cards. Who these people really are that has these type of intentions towards me. I guarantee you some of them gonna go look up the meanings. It's gonna blow their mind what comes up in those meanings too, I'm telling you. Then they're gonna sit there and have a confirmation, okay, well, that's why he feels that. No wonder why he feels that feeling. I don't have to have the physical proof, bro. Intuition is proving all of it. I know what's going on in my surroundings. I may not be able to see it physically, but I can feel that shit. Telling you. I know what's in my surroundings. Why was I guided to call out the meanings of those cards? Because I really feel like somebody may be going look or do their research on what those cards mean. the logical meaning. And some of those logical meanings are going to be highly concerning to one of these individuals, I'm telling you. Why was I guided to call out the meanings like that? I feel like somebody's paying attention. 7 of Wands, 3 of Swords, the 4 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, King of Swords, because there's an authority figure paying attention right now. The Ace of Water, the 8 of Wands, yeah, because they may be collecting information on that. Hierophant reverse, something corrupt is being done with the Hierophant reverse. Knight of Wands reverse, 6 of Wands. Okay, so there's some authority figures that support my content with the King of Swords energy. They support my content with the 6 of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles, Judgment reverse, 3 of Cups reverse, the Father, and the 2 of Pentacles. This King of Swords give me the vibes of there's always 2 sides to every situation. This King of Swords is willing to hear me out. What it looks like. Willing to hear me all over these individuals inside of here, authority. There's a King of Swords that's an authority figure that's willing to hear me out over all these individuals with this Hierophant reverse. They want to hear what I gotta say. There's 2 sides to every situation. And they could be curious on this being connected to a situation involving this ex too. With the 3 of Swords. They're paying attention and they're taking in this information. What would be the reason for that? 4 of Swords reverse, 8 of Swords reverse. This could protect me from this could lift something off of me. With the 8 of Swords reverse. This is gonna expose a lot of things with the Moon reverse. They know that this ain't no illusion though. Clarify the Moon reverse. Cancer energy. 10 of Pentacles. This could be exposing something connected to Cancer's marriage. Something involving a hell of a lot of money. The Lovers reverse. Somebody that don't have any contact with an ex-lover. Why would this King of Swords be paying attention to that? Like, why would they be listening? This will be my last video. I'm not gonna be on here reading about this shit. As long as this keeps on being fucking done to me, bro, I'm not gonna sit here and be on this channel reading these cards. Why would the King of Swords be sitting there paying attention? The Chariot reverse, the Father reverse, because justice needs to be served. That's why. Could be a Libra man paying attention. 6 of Cups reverse, the 8 of Cups reverse, because these individuals are refusing to walk away. 10 of Wands, 9 of Swords reverse. This is actually a good thing. 8 of Wands reverse, the 8 of Pentacles reverse, because they know that something is connecting this to a scam. Strength card, 10 of Cups. There's a marriage here. It's involving a cancer, bro. I'm telling you. The world, someone at a long distance. Five of Swords. The Ace of Swords reverse. King of Water. And the Two of Water. Why am I unable to walk away whenever I don't have any connection with these individuals? That's what's going on. They know I'm unable to walk away from a lot of misinformation with the Ace of Swords reverse. And I shouldn't even be held up with this cycle, with the World card. Something to do with a cancer. At a long distance with the World card. I shouldn't be held up with the situation because I'm not the guy that has been doing all this bullshit. I'm hearing they got confirmation on they had the wrong one. I don't know where I'm getting that saying from, but they got the wrong one. This is actually a good sign with the Nine of Swords reverse. Sounded to me something's being made right with the Justice card. And there's something right here involving a scam, something being done repetitively. Someone that I don't have any contact with. So why is justice there? For why they may be paying attention. Solid to me, they catch it on. They've been all this time, they've been using somebody else try to get me in trouble. And the reality is somebody else. Yeah, Ten of Cups reverse. The Father reverse. This keeps coming up in reverse. This is abuse of power, excessively controlling. The Strength card reverse. Leo energy. Nine of Wands reverse. The Hierophant reverse. Yeah, this is something corrupt. Taurus energy and Leo energy. Ten of Swords reverse. The Eight of Pentacles. Five of Wands. Six of Pentacles. The Mother reverse. This is exposing a Taurus. Six of Cups reverse. Knight of Wands reverse. The Tower reverse. This Leo don't want this to come out about how this is connected to a cancer from our past here. Back in the year of 2022, huh? They don't want this to come out. Oh, it's coming out anyways. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You ain't gonna sit there and fucking have me accused of shit that these individuals are doing. Star reverse, fuck that shit. Mm-hmm. Yep. This card keeps coming up in reverse. What these authority figures are doing are extremely fucked up and corrupt, bruh. They don't even need to be nowheres around me. What is this King of Swords catching? Stalking, slander, defamation of character, Wheel of Fortune reverse. Go catch a Leo and a Taurus, telling you. Get them King of Swords. Whoever the fuck is watching over me, bro, remove these individuals the fuck out my energy. Get rid of this problem, bro. This is not going to continue to follow me the rest of this year. It's going to end this year. I originally reported this to the FBI at 2023 when it comes to this shit being done to me repetitively, and it escalated and went throughout the year 2023 to 2024 whenever I was staying in that 3-bedroom house. And it's still continuing in this year, kinda. What is the King of Swords catching? He's catching these individuals manipulating shit. He's catching this older woman in reverse, a toxic mother figure. Exactly. Hierophant, Two of Wands, Message of Air, the world reversed. He's catching these individuals manipulating a cycle here to keep a cycle on going when they're the problem. Knight of Cups. Look, Queen of Hearts reverse. Exactly. He's catching females in the energy in reverse. The Tower. These females has been causing me nothing but heartbreak and pain. Told you. Six of Cups reverse. These are people from my past. They're catching these individuals being connected to a scam. Queen of Wands. The Two of Cups reverse and the Lovers reverse. He's catching that these exes has been causing me nothing but harsh pain, betrayal. This is a lot of scamming taking place. He's definitely catching some unfit parents here with the mother reverse. And he's catching the Queen of Wands Leo female with a plan here. She's the one with the plan. She's the one with the plan to keep manipulating shit. She ain't bringing me proper justice. To keep this fucking bullshit cycle on going. I want it stopped, FBI. You understand me? I want it stopped. You gonna stop this cycle, bruh. You are going to stop this cycle. I don't have anything to do with the exes. Do you not understand that? I don't have any contact. I don't want shit to do with these individuals. Remove this out of my life. Give me a closing message. And in reverse. The higher. Okay, so somebody's doing something about a book. I have protection. Eight of Swords reverse. This is the closing message for me. Ace of Cups reverse. Queen of Swords. There's a Queen of Swords protecting me. Seven of Cups. Two of Cups. Okay, this cycle's closing. Fuck this fucking bullshit. Somebody's gonna step up and protect me. This Queen of Swords is what it looks like. Okay, so it's been confirmed to these individuals. Okay, well, he's not communicating with none of these individuals, and this is what this is about. This is connected to somebody from his past at a long distance that this other ex has been connected to, trying to cause him problems. They're gonna stop this shit. What it looks like. Yeah, they could be getting arrested for this shit. Five of Swords reverse and a Ten of Pentacles. Someone's gonna make sure that I'm freed from all this with the Eight of Swords reverse energy. That's why I've been going through all that. I've been telling these individuals, bro, I don't have any contact with these individuals. I've been telling them that ever since 2023. This is what this is connected to, their relentlessly trying to hold me back with this person. Somebody in there, there's a higher up official that knows I told the truth. Queen of Swords. She knows that. It's like, I know he ain't been conversating with none of them. with the Eight of Wands reverse. This all coming from these individuals trying to cause this to continue, bro. And she also has knowledge that this individual been sitting there and manipulating my fucking YouTube channel with trying to obstruct my live streams. That's another thing they get caught at. And I'm gonna tell you how they was able to manipulate this identity theft. Queen of Swords ain't bullshitted. No, she's not. No, she's not. She got evidence on this fire sign trying to obstruct my live streams and coming up on here and trolling my YouTube channel. That's another thing they got on this female authority figure. That's how they know I'm telling the truth about this other situation. They may have not been able to accumulate physical evidence on that, but when it comes to me calling things out on what's been done in my YouTube channel, that's what I'm getting a confirmation on. That they're gonna believe me when it comes to that because I was able to channel that and to get into that information with my clairvoyant abilities to see who was behind making these bullying ass comments on these fake accounts coming from that fire sign feminine. So therefore it could prove to them that okay, well he knows what he's doing. Therefore they could look into this other situation. Like I said, bro, I'm not there to waste these individuals' time. I know what's going on. I know exactly what's taking place. Tower cards are going to better to bring clarity to the situation. And I have plenty of mono readings in the past whenever I stayed in that 3-bedroom house. I pulled relentlessly Queen of Pentacles reverse, and these tyrants kept on coming up in reverse with the pages reverse, Six of Pentacles reverse, Justice reverse, Hierophant reverse. I have all those readings saved. That was my only way to accumulate and document down tarot evidence to prove something was being done to me all throughout that time frame. And it was with scamming. Six of Pentacles reverse kept coming up, and extortion. That means extortion too. Extortionist. Sign to me, they could be closing the cycle out with the World card. Oh, so the Queen of Swords knows about these individuals being on catfishing accounts, huh? With the Message of Water reverse, that's a Page of Cups reverse. hmm These individuals being troublemakers with the Knight of Cups reverse. Look at all these cards reversing. That's all these conversations too with the Eight of Wands reverse. These conversations being manipulated to cause nothing but illusions and confusion. But yet, oh, I'm getting that they believe me when it comes to me channeling that too. How I was able to identify who was behind these fake accounts. That's going to better to prove that they were indeed conversing with other people through a fake page to try to accumulate evidence, right? So there is probable cause here. I'm getting that heavily. There is probable cause to close this out. I'm able to use my gifted abilities and to bring it to their awareness and break it down in details to prove why they have legitimate probable cause. If these individuals could get on fake accounts, even though I got my comment section turned off on my channel right now, if they could get on here numerous amount of times to troll my YouTube channel off a fake page while using a burner device, they can also use fake pages when it comes to manipulating other shit with this X. Pay attention. That right there is probable cause for y'all because you can see this on a cyber level. You could trace that IP address, even though it may come back to a different device. I guarantee you this is being done off of different burner devices because they don't want to be caught. I know who it is, though. I know exactly who it is. I know who's behind trolling my shit on my YouTube channel. I know exactly who it is. Trust that. And they could possibly be using a burner device, several of them, where these devices are easily discarded because they don't want to come back to them. They're not going to be on their personal device to do that because it will be easily traceable. Yes, I'm being guided to let the high ups know that this crooked official has been on fake pages trolling my fucking YouTube channel numerous of times. And also gets on other people's live stream and does the same thing to them too, because she hates spiritual people. This is a witch. This authority figure is a witch. It's not just my YouTube channel. There's other tarot readers that this witch has trolled also. But as far as my situation, she's been one of the ones I was behind these fake pages, sitting there commenting on a fake account. Trying to sit there and cyber harass me. I know it's her. I know it's her for a fact. I know it's her. Trust me. I wasn't born yesterday, bro. God give me the gift. I'm able to tap into that energy. I know who this individual is and I know what they're doing. You need to stop this female authority figure, get her the fuck away from me under the 18 US, I want to say 1030, section 1030. Unauthorized access, having unauthorized access to this platform and all to sit there and to commit malware to have bot accounts attack me from what they're doing. That would be considered as a bot account, like a dummy account. But it's considered harassment, workplace mobbing, and harassment. You think that's ethical for this individual to do this to me while having me go through all this other bullshit activity? I'm not going to tolerate that, bro. This is my place of work. I pay taxes. I'm a taxpayer. I pay state and federal taxes. This is my job. For this authority figure to be doing this at my job, to be harassing me, that's a crime. Let me tell you something. I don't want this X anywheres around me. I don't want these authority figures nowhere around me, FBI. Somebody needs to stand up and do something about the situation immediately. This is what has been done to me throughout all this time. It's going to stop.